on the end. Right. Now we enter the first session. I would like to invite the first two presenter, yeah, with paper ID 162 and 104. So time is yours. The first one is the presenter is Mr. Heri Oktadinata from Universitas Jenderal Ahmad Yani. Time is yours, Mr. Heri.
Yeah, good afternoon, moderator. Is it time to start?
Yes, yeah, you have 10 minutes for presenting your message.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Heri Oktadinata. I would like to present our research with the title Microstructural Characterization and Mechanical Properties of House-Tempered Ductile Iron at Different House-Tempering Temperature. Is it clear, my voice, sir?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, now yes, second. Okay, this presentation, the outline is consists of background, the experimental method, results and discussion, and then conclusions. The material that we use here, this is the House-Tempered Ductile Iron. This material exhibits a good combination of high strength, toughness, and wear resistance. The excellent mechanical properties are directly related to the house ferrite microstructure, which consists of ferrite and austenite. This house-tempered ductile iron, the S-case matrix structure is isothermally transformed into house ferrite, which is composed of spheroidal graphite embedded in the austenite and ferrite matrix. The dual phase of this material, the microstructure extensively overcomes the mechanical and fatigue properties of the full ferritic matrix while maintaining very high deformation. This study is taken to investigate the effect of house tempering temperature on ADI's microstructural characterization and mechanical properties. The experimental method, the ductile cast iron that we use in this experiment was produced using an electric arc furnace. The raw material consists of 60% steel scrap and 40% of return ductile iron scrap. And also we added the alloying elements such as ferronickel, ferrosilicon, ferromangan, ferrochrome, and ferromolybdenum. Put it into the furnace. The nominal composition of the material was measured using an optical emission spectrometer, and the result is displayed in table 1. We can see here carbon 3.45%, and then we can see some alloying like chrome, nickel, molybdenum, and magnesium here. The procedure for the heat treatment, this specimen that we take from the Y block, they were then treated according to the house tempering cycle as shown in figure 1. This is the austenization at 900 degrees Celsius, holding for 90 minutes, and then quenching in salt bed, house tempering at 300 degrees Celsius and 400 degrees Celsius each year for 90 minutes, and then air cool at the ambient temperature. The mechanical test and microstructure analysis. The mechanical test consists of tensile, hardness, and impact. And then the microstructure analysis was carried out with age and non-age surface condition. The microstructure analysis presented in figure 2. You can see here figure 2A, this is a non-aged surface, and figure 2B, this is aged surface. Yeah. For the non-aged surface, shows the graphite nodules and the distribution. And we can see in the figure 2B, on aged surface, we can see a microstructure consists of perlite, ferrite, and graphite. The S-cast structure of the ductile cast iron consists of the mixed phases of perlite and ferrite in the matrix. Some carbides were observed that possibly chromium carbides due to chromium addition that we added during the melting. This is the microstructure observation on the non-aged surface. This is to see the graphite nodules. Yeah. And then in the figure 4, this is the aged surface condition to observe the phases present in each sample, respectively. The figure 5, this is the EDS result, which show present of the carbide. Yeah. We can see the microstructure of the tempered ductile iron. Yeah. Makes a perlitic matrix transform become acicular ferrite and ruthenium austenite. The mechanical properties, in this table 2, we can see the tensile strength, the yield strength, elongation, the hardness, and impact. The sample N means this is the S-cast condition without the heat treatment, and then A and B means sample A means the tempering 300 degrees Celsius, and sample B the tempering at 400 degrees Celsius. Sample A, so the impact energy is highest than the others. During the tempering process, the perlite matrix transformed into an osferrite matrix consisting of austenite and ferrite. The highest strength and toughness were achieved at an tempering temperature of 300 degrees Celsius, and the lower hardness and toughness were observed at 400 degrees Celsius. It can be attributed to reducing the acicular ferrite and increasing the retained austenite. Conclusion. Okay. Conclusion. Yeah. This study shows that the toughness of the tempered ductile iron is still much better than S-cast ductile iron. The impact energy of the ADIs that consists of sample A and B has shown to be higher than the S-cast. So the higher strength and toughness were achieved after the tempering temperature at 300 degrees Celsius compared to 400 degrees Celsius. The amount of retained austenite and acicular ferrite in the osferrite matrix of ADI significantly contributed to improving their properties. That's all our presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Eri, for the nice presentation, and you are quite on time, so your time not exceed from 10 minutes.